Putting people into buckets all starts with one word: segmentation. And the best way to do that is to create what's known as a segmentation funnel, so that every new lead you get is automatically segmented into a specific bucket. Your segmentation funnel allows you to get more people buying from you more often, because your messages and your offers are much more relevant to each specific bucket than they used to be. To help you find your way around creating your segmentation funnel, we've dedicated day 3 of the 5 days to success with bucket.io to walk you through the process, so you know exactly what to do. Let's get started creating your segmentation funnel right now. Now you can click right there on the orange, but we'll go up to segment up in the top and create new segmentation funnel. Choose our funnel type, full page. Then input a name. Once again, this doesn't have to be your public name. Here you have the option of creating a welcome page. You don't have to, it's always nice having it, but for my intents and purposes of this funnel, I'm going to go straight to the questions. So let's add question number 1. Add a question description. Choose how many rows we want, and that will just determine how big of a text box that the participants will have. That's available for them to fill in their information. Question 2. Which class? And here we're going to add some options. First class, second class. Excellent. Now let's talk about outcomes. Outcomes are where your users are going to be directed based on what they choose as their answer to your questions. With question number 2, we had 2 options that the customers could choose. One being the Getting Started with bucket.io webinar, and the second one, of course, was the Multiple Outcome Mapping webinar. You can see here that I inputted a third-party redirect URL. Alright, and we'll punch in the second webinar here as an outcome, Multiple Outcome Mapping, and include the URL. And save it, of course. Alright, now let's go ahead and map the outcomes. If the answer is, well, I want to go to the webinar where I'm finding out about how to get started with Bucket, make sure it maps over to the Getting Started webinar, then Multiple Outcome Mapping with the Multiple Outcome Mapping webinar. Makes sense, right? Alright, now let's create our lead capture page. Now, in this instance, I normally wouldn't create one because we do capture information, well, GoToWebinar does, when they get directed over there, but I'll show you just how to create one anyway. Because of course, you definitely want to get your lead captures, get your conversions. Now I'm going to create another lead capture page. Yes, you can create multiple lead capture pages. And now look, I can only choose the other outcome that's available to me. Now, of course, if you have even more outcomes than just 2, then of course you'll be able to set up as many lead capture pages as you need to match up with each of the outcomes that you create. Okay. Now, let's say that you want to add an image to a question. You can do so right up there. Add it, save it. This is just a way to increase the aesthetic presence of the questions themselves if you'd like. Which leads us to design. So with the design page, it's just like the discovery surveys. So I'm not going to really get into it here, but I'll, do a quick little run through for you. And let's go to configure. Alright, here on the configure page, it's going to function just like it did with the discovery surveys, and you'll want to make sure you update your meta information. Social networks and search engines rely on this, so it's important that you get that updated. Let's go to publish, check it out, see how it looks. Looks great. We can choose which webinar we want to go to, choose the multiple outcome mapping, and notice the lead capture page there. That's the one specifically built for multiple outcome mapping. Now you have what you need to make a start on your segmentation funnel. If you need any help as you go, you can find support in a number of ways. 1. Visit the bucket.io knowledge base, and where we are regularly adding new content to help you make the most of the features available to you. 2. Like the bucket.io Facebook page, where you can get the latest updates and resources. 3. Look out for our regular webinars and other free trainings, which are an awesome way to learn how you can make the most of bucket.io to help you understand your market in a much deeper way, so you can increase your conversions and your sales. We send regular emails and Facebook updates about upcoming trainings. Contact us via email at support@bucket.io. Now that you have your segmentation funnel up and running, you want to make sure you analyze the data you are receiving. And in day 4 of the 5 days to success with bucket.io, we show you how to do that. So keep your eyes peeled for access to that video tomorrow. Until then, go ahead and get started creating your segmentation funnel today.